In this segment, we're going to be talking specifically about the top shot. Now, lots of times people will come wanting a lesson and they say, you know, my biggest problem is I've been topping the golf ball lately. And the first thing I want to do when we get to the driving range is I want to see what they're doing. I want them to actually hit a few tops for me so that I can see what's actually happening. Because interestingly, there's 3 ways to top a golf ball. And it's important to recognize which one you're doing to be able to get the correct diagnosis, explanation, and correction. In this particular case, if someone is topping the golf ball, but they're topping it to the right, or there's another way of topping the golf ball, and that would be topping the ball to the left. And last but not least, there's the straight top, and that's the one that's going along the target, but is traveling straight, but it's topped. So what's causing those tops? The very first one we hit was caused because my swing path was traveling too much from inside out. When the club is traveling too much from inside out, the bottom of my swing is now behind the golf ball. When that's the case, the club is actually now, by the time it gets to the ball, it's now ascending, and that's going to top it. So if that happens to be you, we've got to get the bottom of your swing moved forward. We've got to make sure your shoulders are square so we can get the club to be traveling straight through. The second top that we hit was one along the ground to the left. That was caused because my swing path was traveling across the golf ball at impact too much from outside in. That's what topped it to the left. If that happens to be you, again, our goal is to get the club not only traveling level to the ground, but traveling straight along my target line. That second one was an outside in top. The first one was an inside out top. And last but not least, the least common top is what we would refer to as a misradius top. That's been one where you'll actually top the ball along the ground. It'll go straight, but it still won't launch in the air. And that's because on your arms at the address are extended. My left arm is extended, my right arm is extended. I'd ideally at impact like both arms to extend as I hit, but for some reason or another, maybe you've pulled down on the butt end of the club and you haven't let your arms widen out through the hit. As a result of that, that's when you hit the top nice and straight. So we want to make sure that your feet, knees, hips, and shoulders are square. We want the club traveling straight, and we want full width of the arms as we strike, and that's what's going to get that golf ball to fly out there straight and towards my target. The 3 ways to top it: topping it to the right, topping it to the left, topping it straight. One's a path issue, too much inside out. One's a path issue, too much outside in. And the last one is one where you just haven't let the arms widen out as you strike. If you'll be cognizant of which one your problem is, you're going to fix it, and that golf ball's going to launch nicely in the air and towards your target.